In fact, 3 years ago, the sentiment on Waymo was quite negative 3 years ago. But I actually, as a company, we increased our investment into Waymo at that time, right? Because you're betting on the underlying technology and you're seeing the progress of where it's going. But these are good questions, right? In some ways, if we don't realize the opportunities, that may constrain the pace of investment in this area. I'm optimistic we'll be able to unlock new opportunities.
One reason I wanted to start here as the foundation of the conversation is you showed off Android XR yesterday. You showed off some prototype glasses. You have some partners making glasses. A lot of people think augmented reality glasses powered by AI will be the realization of the full platform shift, right? You will have an always-on assistant that can look at the world around you. You showed some of those demos yesterday. The form factor will change. The interface will change. This will be a market as big as smartphones were. How close do you think we are to that as a mainstream product?
It was a nice reflective moment all the way back from Google Glass. Wearing the product, I think there's a difference between goggles and glasses. Everyone at Verge understands this well, but obviously we are also shipping goggles. We have announced products with Samsung to come later this year. On the XR side, I think I'm excited about our partnership with Gentle Monster and Warby Parker. We'll have products in the hands of developers this year. And I think those products will be pretty close to what people will eventually see as final products. So I'm excited. I think the pace is actually pretty palpable. So I'd be shocked if you and I were sitting next year, I wasn't wearing one of that when I'm doing the...
Do you think that will be like a mainstream iPhone level replacement product? Because there's a lot of hardware that needs to get developed along the way to pull that off.
Look, you're wearing something on your face. People like, I have prescription, right? And, the bar is higher, I think, in terms of making the experience seamless enough that you're willing to wear it in your face and enjoy it for all. So I don't think necessarily next year it's as mainstream as what you're talking about. But would millions of people be trying it? I think so. Yeah. So both are true, I think.
So I have to ask you, just before we sat down, OpenAI announced that Johnny Ive was selling a company he had started called IO to the company, and Ive and his design consultancy Love From would take over all design.